Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Today, we will be discussing the second part of our gut health series. And the second part discusses about gut-brain axis. That is, your belly and brain are closely connected. Are you irritated, sad, depressed, or anxious often? There can be a reason behind your gut health. Our brain and gut are connected in a complex bidirectional symbiotic relationship. This communication network between gut and brain is known as the gut-brain axis. Human gut houses trillions of bacteria, commonly known as gut microbiota, that plays a key role in controlling mood, mental health, and happiness, as explained by numerous research studies. However, this area of research is relatively new to us and gained a lot of attention over the past years. You all know that the first part of the gut series talked about gut health and gut microbiota, mental health. We talked about obesity and diabetes in the first part. And today we are going to be discussing the different ways gut, brain, and mental health are connected. A very interesting, first of its kind research, very recent review that is dated September 15, 2021 from King's College, UK, analyzed 59 case control studies and found that people experiencing depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and psychosis were significantly lacking two types of gut microbiome that are anti-inflammatory in nature. And additionally, people who were living with these conditions were carrying higher level of Agathrila, a bacterium that causes inflammation. So the first part of gut-brain connection is to discuss about the vagus nerve and connection between gut and brain. The vagus nerve is an important component of autonomic nervous system that connects our gut and brain. This nerve helps with digestion, swallowing mechanism, breathing, appetite, etc. This nerve, in fact, sends signals both to the brain and to the gut, modulates the brain and gut axis, defines brain's response to inflammatory diseases, for example, irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's disease. The vagus nerve gut connection explains why stress may affect our digestion, but also why digestive issues may affect our mood. So it's a bidirectional thing. If you have bad gut or some digestive disorder, you usually stay irritated. If you are irritated or sad or depressed, you tend to develop multiple digestive or illnesses. So that's why vagus nerve here plays an important role in modulating cortisol also. So cortisol is the stress hormone. A study fed gut-friendly probiotic food to mice and reported reduction in stress hormone. This effect of probiotics was not observed when their vagus nerve was removed. The second part of this section is gut microbiome and the connection between happiness, fear, and anxiety. Neurotransmitters, which are the chemical that controls feelings and emotions. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that controls happiness and body's circadian rhythm, that how your body clocks work, is produced in large quantity by the gut. Gut microbiomes also produced gamma aminobutyric acid or GABA, another neurotransmitter that participates in controlling mechanism of fear and anxiety. So gut is the house for important neurotransmitters that control our happiness, fear, and anxiety. A study demonstrated feeding probiotic food to the lab rats increased the production of GABA and helped reducing anxiety and depression. Another 2019 review provides latest evidence on glutamate, another neurotransmitter or neuromodulator in gut brain axis, explaining how this chemical influences taste, visceral sensitivity, and motility of the digestive system. Also influence brain's functions such as stress response, mood, and behavior. In fact, our gut bacteria control appetite. Gut microbiota produces short chain fatty acids such as butyrate, propionate, and acetate by fermenting dietary fiber that has a potential role in controlling appetite, influence gut environment, and physiology of the colon. Butyrate, which is a short chain fatty acid, keeps the gut happy, maintains the gut lining, reduces inflammation, and helps to form and maintain blood-brain barrier. So this short chain fatty acid ensures that the blood and the brain has a barrier between. Propionate, another short chain fatty acid, which is produced by fermenting dietary fiber by the gut microbiome, found to reduce appetite and block reward based mechanism in high energy foods. Gut microbiome is also closely linked to inflammation and depression. Dysbiosis, which we have talked in detail in the part 1 of the series, is a condition defined by imbalance in gut microbiome. Culture leads to growth of opportunist bacteria in the gut, followed by the onset of inflammation, which is associated with a range of physiological disorders, including depression and Alzheimer's disease. A review of 26 studies found a strong link between gut microbiota, brain gut axis, depression, and how an individual thinks. The authors reiterated the significant role of gut microbiomes in ensuring mental well-being. Lipopolysaccharide is a bacterial toxin that causes inflammation is if leaked in excess from the gut into the blood, then there is a inflammation induced by liposaccharide. And this is associated to serious brain conditions such as dementia, schizophrenia, and depression, as explained by a study by John R. Kelly and their colleagues. So, how diet and gut brain axis is connected? Probiotics or live bacteria culture of Bifidobacterium, Lactobacillus, and Lactococcus is one of the most beneficial brain foods. Probiotics that benefit the brain is known as psychobiotics. Timothy G. Dinan defined psychobiotic as a living organism that, when ingested in adequate amounts, produces a health benefit in patients suffering from psychiatric illness. So I repeat again, probiotics, those benefit the psychological health, is known as psychobiotics. These probiotics produce brain-friendly compounds such as serotonin, GABA, butyrate, and maintain a healthy brain-gut axis. An 8-week-long randomized control trial reported reduction in depression scores among participants who were supplemented with probiotic culture. Similar results were found in a study in people who were living with irritable bowel syndrome and depression at the same time. They were fed with a probiotic food and found to be beneficial, found to be coming with positive outcomes. Prebiotic, on the other hand, are the type of soluble dietary fibers that are food sources of gut microbiota. These fibers are broken down to neurosupportive short chain fatty acids, as we have explained already. 45 healthy volunteers reported a significant reduction in the stress hormone cortisol after taking galacto-oligosaccharides, which is a prebiotic supplementation for 3 weeks. So, particularly in diet, probiotics and prebiotics are the food groups that are extremely important to ensure psychological well-being. And there are food groups, brain food groups, which are particularly healthy for the brain. Those are already we talked about probiotics, but what are the food? Probiotics can be obtained by the fermented foods such as Greek yogurt, sauerkraut, kefir, and then prebiotics are obtained from resistant starch and high fiber foods like whole grains, whole fruits, green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, legume, oats, quinoa, and millet. Omega 3 fatty acids containing foods such as fatty fish, walnut, and seeds are also good for the brain. To conclude, the gut brain connection is an important determinant of the overall well being of an individual. The gastrointestinal system is sensitive to feelings and emotions. Anxiety, depression, anger, stress can affect gut health to a great extent. Also, poor gut health, leaky gut, and gut illnesses such as irritable bowel syndrome can trigger the brain to produce negative emotions, anxiety, depression, sometimes serious psychological illnesses such as schizophrenia or Alzheimer's disease. A diverse probiotic prebiotic rich diet is crucial to maintain gut microbiome balance, prevent dysbiosis and inflammation.